I hope you're not sick of Dubai chocolate desserts yet because you have to try out these cheesecake bars. It's basically a classic cheesecake topped with the crispy pistachio kanafa layer and then chocolate ganache on top. This might just be better than the chocolate. We're gonna start by whipping up our cheesecake layer. We're gonna take a bunch of room temp cream cheese and beat it together with some white sugar. Then we'll crack our eggs in one at a time, mix that together, and then add a pinch of salt, some heavy cream, sour cream, and vanilla extract. For the crust, we'll crush up our graham cracker crumbs, mix it with some melted butter and a little bit of sugar. Press that into the bottom of your square pan, and then we're gonna add in the cheesecake layer, making sure to tap it to break up any bubbles, and then pop it in the oven to bake. Then we'll fry up our shredded phyllo until it's beautifully golden and crispy like this. Mix it into your pistachio butter, and then for the ganache, it's just heavy cream and some chocolate. You can use semi-sweet or milk, whatever you like. Then you'll pop the pistachio kanafa layer on top of the cheesecake, then the ganache, and finally finish it off with some crushed pistachios. And now we just enjoy.
سبيل الدموع سبيل مريح تنهد يا صاحي كي تستريح وبث الدعاء الخفي الصريح يسعك الفضاء الرحيب الفسيح
Tangisan itu jalan bahagia, nafas jiwamu hai teman tenanglah. Doa munajat dalam kesyaduan, hanya bisikan alam yang mendengar.
Say that they don't like dumplings, my immediate response is it's because you haven't had a good one. There's just no way that if you've had a perfectly steamed dumpling with a juicy filling dipped in an umami packed sauce that it's not going to become your favorite dish. So welcome to Ramadan Cravings, where I'll be sharing 30 recipes for everyday fasting, and today I'm craving chicken gyozas. These are so easy to make, they use minimal ingredients, and I like to make my own dumpling dough, but you can use the store-bought dumpling wrappers to make it so much quicker. For your dough, all you need to do is combine flour and water, knead it until it becomes soft, let it rest for about 20 to 30 minutes, then roll it out until it's thin and use a cookie cutter to get little perfect rounds. Filling is super simple, it's just chicken, ginger garlic, some coriander, spring onion, some regular onion, and then your seasonings, which is soy sauce, salt, black pepper. Shape your dumplings, and then if you're freezing, flash freeze them on a tray and then pop them into little Ziploc bags. These are perfect for chucking into ramen or just whenever you need a quick snack. To cook them, you can boil them, pan fry them, steam them, whichever you prefer. Serve with your homemade dipping sauce, and the full recipe is in the caption.
Honey jalapeno is the best flavor in any dish, so let's turn it into a crispy chicken stir fry that comes together in 30 minutes. We're going to start by slicing some boneless, skinless chicken thighs, and then for our sauce, we have water, soy sauce, honey, brown sugar, rice vinegar, sesame oil, garlic, ginger, and cornstarch. Set that aside, and then for our chicken, we're going to add some cornstarch, salt, black pepper, and some chili powder. Mix that together really well, and then we're going to prep our veggies. Just chop some onions as well as some jalapenos, and make sure to remove the seeds unless you want to burn your mouth. Now it's time to start cooking. Get your chicken nice and crispy. In the same pan, add a little bit of butter, saute your veggies, and then add back in the chicken, pour the sauce, and let it cook until it thickens up. Mix everything together, serve over a bed of rice with some cilantro and lime juice, and that is basically it. Now all that's left to do is enjoy.
This is my favorite drink for suhoor. It's a banana date smoothie and it's incredible. In a blender, add a banana, 5 dates, low-fat Greek yogurt, a little honey gets it sweet like you, a tiny bit of vanilla extract, cinnamon brings it to life. I like to add 3 ice cubes, finish with your milk of choice, and that's when we gauge how thick or thin we want it. And as always, now bismillah. Don't add too much honey if you don't like it too sweet. You can easily add protein to this, it's fantastic.
شغوف إلى ربه أحب رضاه أحب لقاه يظل يجيء إلى ربوة قرار ويسمو وذا مبتغى على ربى الأنس شيدنا مدارسنا بالآية وفؤادنا عشانا أهلا وحبا وتشريفا بمقدمكم في مدرستهم دام أسعد أهوانا على ربى الأنس شيدنا مدارسنا بالآية وفؤادنا عشانا أهلا وحبا وتشريفا بمقدمكم في مدرستهم دام أسعد بمدرساتهم دام أسعد ألوانا هنا نرددها الآيات نحفظها قرآننا آلاف وكيف مزدانا هنا المسرات لم تبرح ملاميحنا هنا الرضا توارى عن حنانا كتاب ربي أداركناه في كتاب حبا وتفسيرا وإتقانا على الأنس شيدنا مدارسنا بالآي نروي فؤادك عطشانا بمدرسات خولة.
Welcome to Soup Week of the Ramadan series. We're kicking this one off with the creamy, dreamy lentil soup. For those of you who like to have just a little bit of soup every day, this one is perfect for you. To your sauteed onions and garlic, add carrots, lentils, and all of your seasonings. Then toast that up for just a little bit, add some water to it, close the lid, and let it soften. Once it's softened, go ahead and blend it up either with a blender or with an immersion blender. Once softened, add some salt, pepper, and cream to it until you get the consistency you desire. I like to top mine off with some crushed red pepper flakes and some fresh dill. Serve, enjoy, and here's to Soup Week.
For day 5 of Ramadan recipes, I'm showing you all how I like to make shakshuka. It's one of my favourite dishes to make, so let's do it. Begin by frying off some onions and garlic in some olive oil, then add in some diced red peppers, toast that all up, and then add in your tinned tomatoes and then your spices. Give that a really good mix and then make 4 wells and then crack in your eggs. Pop the lid on, and I think 7 minutes is perfect because you get a jammy yolk and the whites are firm. Garnish with coriander, feta, and sliced avocado and enjoy with some sourdough. Make sure you give this a go.
If you're looking for a very high protein and filling suhoor this Ramadan, you're gonna have to try my tiramisu overnight oats recipe. This has over 50 grams of protein per serving. I love these gluten-free oats by Purely Elizabeth. They also have chia seeds and flax seeds in them for some extra fiber. Then add a scoop of your favorite chocolate or vanilla protein powder. This one's not my personal favorite, but it's what I had on hand. Add a pinch of salt, half a teaspoon of some cocoa powder to enhance that chocolate flavor, and some optional cocoa nibs. This was my first time adding those. I just wanted to see if it would give a little crunch, and it did. Then I mixed some instant espresso powder with some hot water and set that aside. The first time I made this, I just used regular milk, but then I had the bright idea to use a protein shake, and this just upped the protein so much more. I love these plant-based protein shakes. They have really great ingredients, and I used about half in each cup, which is 16 grams of protein. I added in the espresso, and you can adjust based on how strong of a coffee flavor you want. And here's where the patience comes in. You want to mix until you see no more powder at the bottom. It can get kind of sticky, but just keep at it. For the cream part of the tiramisu, I love using Greek yogurt for some extra protein. I added a splash of sugar-free vanilla syrup and the rest of that espresso and gave it a good mix until it was nice and creamy. And I added about half a cup of that to the larger cups and probably about a quarter cup to the smaller cups because that's all could fit. For the topping, instead of cocoa powder, I melted some dark chocolate and I drizzled that over the top so that it could create a nice like cracking when you go to eat it. And definitely use the second method that I used to pour over the chocolate because the first one was just messy. Close up the lids and then pop them into the fridge overnight for at least 4 hours. You can make this right after iftar and then enjoy it for suhoor the next morning. I made enough for both my husband and I to enjoy for the first 2 days of Ramadan, and this was so delicious. The cracking was so satisfying. It was the perfect amount of chocolate and the perfect amount of coffee flavor. This was like a 10 out of 10. And if you're prioritizing protein in your meals this Ramadan like myself, then you definitely have to give this a try. Full recipe in the caption. Every year, and unfortunately only during the month of Ramadan, my mom makes these spinach and cream cheese rolls, and they are to die for. She makes it with biscuit dough, but I thought I'd put my own little twist on it and make it with puff pastry and a lot more cheese. You're gonna drain your spinach and add mozzarella, feta, ricotta, cream cheese, green onions, some spices, and a little bit of parmesan. I also added some green onions, and if you prefer your spinach cooked, you can go ahead and saute it in a pan or leave it raw. Cut your puff pastry sheets in half, brush them with egg wash, and add a generous amount of filling and fold it over only twice. Do not fold it too many times or else the puff pastry won't cook through. Then you're going to cut it into individual pieces like this, brush with egg wash, top with sesame seeds, and bake until beautifully golden. And there you have the perfect appetizer to serve on the dinner table.
This is the Ramadan series week 2, episode 2 of Suhoor week, and I had to share my sister's Afghan egg wraps. You want to start off by cooking your potatoes until golden with tons of ground coriander, then to it add tomatoes, green onions, your egg, seasoning, and crush that up. Add tons of fresh cilantro, and all that's left to do is assemble. She loves this brand of lavash bread, so that's exactly what we're using here. Make your egg wraps, top it with more fresh cilantro and some red chutney. I'm using the same red chutney recipe here that I shared last week. Cut them in half, eat them whole, you can't go wrong. This comes together in under 20 minutes and it is so filling. Adding some more red chutney here because why not, and enjoy.